Hey guys, we're back here for mission number 6 now. As you can see, we've played a variety of missions. We have actually gone through a month. Where we left off, we shut down another small scout ship, and we're going to be able to run everybody in our crew. Should be close to leveling up a few more people to really high rank and some extra stuff. So that's what we're working on. Just sort of like the exact other one we did.
Strike one.
The first time with the shooting down. It's pretty much the exact same way.
Listen up. We're going to be dropping you
for right
deep
now,
in the
we've got small
Nigerian
scouts,
interior for
but
the
you'll
next
eventually
operation.
run into medium and even large, and I think there's something.
It looks like the aliens went
ridiculous,
down
like
in
a
a sparsely
cruiser or
populated
something like
area.
that.
If there are civilians in the area, I hope they
So
stay
basically,
clear.
you've got the Cliff Notes version of this, where we go through and we take out the enemies and run and whatnot. The good thing is now that our guys are leveled up, and as we're progressing in the second month, we're starting to unlock some things. It just takes a little bit, which we'll touch a little bit later. We also get to see a new enemy in this one. Which when you see them, you'll understand.
Strike one is clear to attempt
I'll
the
explain a
breach.
little bit more what they do and how they can be pretty dangerous. Unfortunately,
I'm on the move.
you will see here just this basic going through, sweeping the area. Let's find out if we can find the enemies. As you can see now, if you look at Puff's weapon screen, you'll see 2 rockets now. One of them has the little more floor, you know,
I'm on it.
little more expressive stuff around it, and the reason why is that's the shredder rocket. Shredder rocket
Got it. Moving.
will shoot. It does 4 damage instead of 6, but it allows 33%
On my
damage to every enemy on the ground. I think it's for 4 rounds, so I mean it's a real good weapon. Even if you shoot and bust up some cover that the enemies are using, you can turn around then, and for those turns, you know, it gives you a little bit of a damage boost. That's why we went with it. Here we're just
On my way.
cutting through. We haven't gotten beam weapons yet, so that's why
Overwatch.
we've
Aye,
got
aye.
Grunt still running around with a
on it,
shotgun, just because
Roger. I got my eyes on
with
it.
run and gun, you can get up there, do what you got to do real quick, and get out. And the shotgun does more damage. Technically, right now, except for maybe a
Solid
rocket launcher, it is the most
I feel
powerful
it.
weapon I have. Of course, you have to be close to do anything with it.
I'm on the move.
You know, we're also getting fairly close to unlocking, building and unlocking officer training programs, so we can actually grab 6 people. The game plan is eventually
I'm
get to
rolling.
a point where we have
Got it covered.
we can rest some of our guys here out of our starting 4 and get other people leveled up, and to the
On it.
point of giving them names
that.
and getting
Scanning.
them, just in case the inevitable happens and somebody dies.
Affirmative.
Yeah, that's unfortunately something
Roger
we're gonna
that.
have to live
Scanning.
with. We've been fairly lucky though. We've been wounded a few times, but no deaths. Slowly but surely, we'll
Moving
make our
out.
way through here. As you can see, the radar there telling us, "Hey, enemy is out there." You know, that's the general direction. You know,
Moving
in
out.
situations like these where you're pushing up.
I feel,
This
Commander.
is the reason why I went with the pistol bonus for Flash. Was the simple reason that
I'm
yeah,
rolling.
the damn good ground does give you
Roger.
plus
I got
10
my eyes
defense
on it.
and plus 10 aim, but I mean, you get caught in a spot like that
Ain't
where
there
you
now.
can just set it to Overwatch. Instead of getting 1, if you're maybe lucky, he'll do 2 damage with the pistol. I mean, he can do 3 or even 4. So instead of just having him all the way in the back and just praying that he can see somebody with squad sight, you can at least keep him fairly up close. And if somebody runs up on him, he rushes him, he does at least have a viable weapon to protect himself with. And you don't have to spend the money on giving him a laser pistol unless you just want to. So that definitely
to that
does help.
location. I feel, Commander.
Now, like I said, as you can see, we can see the outer hull of the ship.
Good to go.
Making our way there. Since it is a ship, we know we'll have the outsider who he packs a wallop of damage, and we
Aye,
know
aye.
about that. The last thing we want is to get killed by him. He does pack a wallop more than you realize, especially when you play on normal mode. He's not that bad, and then all of a sudden you put it up to classic mode or even harder, and it's like, my goodness, what in the world did I just run myself into?
Roger, I got my eyes on.
Let's see here.
Moving to position.
Like I said, we're just going through. We haven't seen anybody, so we just have to kind of go through and do exactly what we're doing. It's frustrating, of course, but we're getting there.
What was that sound?
Once we do, then we'll, wipe them out and do exactly what we're needing to do. Let's see.
Heading out. Enemy in sight.
And here we go. Here's our outsider. We had Grunt run up to catch him. Now, as you saw, I left Grunt. He can move or he can shoot, but we've got a fairly clean shot. We're gonna go for the critical hit bonus, and that's it. That takes down their hardest enemy of these missions so far. So that we can breathe a sigh of relief. We still have Grunt we can do something with. So right now we're just kind of, since we didn't run into any enemies but the outsider, we should be getting close to them fairly soon.
Roger that. Scanning.
So we got to fan out a little bit, set everybody up in Overwatch, because the computer on classic mode has their AI quote unquote unshackled, which means they'll just run and they can do whatever they want. One of the other cool things.
This is
okay, now here's actually
to say the
a new
least. It's hard to differentiate
enemy.
where
They're
the
called the
organic
floaters.
material ends and the machine
Not a great
begins.
name. As you can see from when they just move,
That's for sure.
they actually do not run away like sector. They actually run up like they actually rush. The way the game explains it is due to the anger, rage inside of it. There's a few other enemies that once they're spotted, they'll run up, and you can actually use that to your advantage, sort of like what we did there, where they actually moved.
A lot of heat on me.
He does take a shot there. He does miss, thankfully. And as you can see, you've got your squad sight bonuses there. Being able to shoot. Flash just lines it up, blows his face off. That's all we can ask for. Just quick and easy and to the point. Now, I know that if I can get a kill with the Grunt, I should be leveled up here. And I made a mistake, thinking that, this should take care of it, and I was wrong. And so I shouldn't have done what I did here. And after I kill him, I actually stay. There's the promotion. So what I do is I actually move a few people over to give cover.
Got it covered.
That way, just in case somebody does move up, we should be close enough to where our guys will do something. And so here we go. And nobody came out jumping. And so now we gotta go on the hunt and try to find these last guys. And this is a little frustrating.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Just because, depending on the enemy or whatever, they'll decide if they want to come out or not. And
I'm on the move.
so that's our problem, is we're actually hunting them down now, slowly but surely, because you don't want to break Overwatch, because the last thing you want to do is run and just kind of leave yourself out there. Then all of a sudden, Alien runs up and you're all, can't do anything. You can't shoot him. You can't. All you can do is look at your guy and go, "Boy, he's behind full cover. I sure hope he doesn't get killed."
You hear that?
Now, as their radar basically telling us where they are, that's what we're going to do. Slowly but surely make our way around. Again, we can move Flash normally. Your sniper's normally last, but we can actually move him first. And the reason why is just because as you can see, we're not going to find anybody at the points that we're moving at. He would have already seen them.
That's affirmative.
So, we could have moved him up. And with this pistol being as strong as it is, he's okay where he's at, moving him first. Normally, as a rule, my snipers are last, though. Definitely thanks to squad sight. So here we go. We're just going to run our clock, our activity. Let the aliens decide where they're going to go. As you can see, we now have a better idea of where the radar is, and so we'll move accordingly.
Hauling ass.
said, nobody's used a ton of ammo.
Move into position.
So, slowly but surely, we're starting to get into higher elevations, more obstacles. So we definitely want to be careful. The last thing you want to do is move too far, and then all of a sudden, the guy's right there in your line of sight, and you can't do anything. You dash that turn. As you can see, I just did a simple overwatch, just in case somebody comes running up. As you can see, if they are moving, they're moving very slowly. But I want to keep this high ground I've got with flash, if possible, just for the simple fact of how, obviously how much he can shoot. As you can see, I missed where I wanted to put myself there, so I'm going to move up. That actually loses my turn, so hopefully it won't hurt me.
Roger that. I'm scanning.
So we're just going to kind of play conservative here, and that's why I messed that up, and so I didn't want to overstretch myself there, my boundaries too much. You see there's a pretty bad spot. There wasn't really any cover in the normal move, so I bit the bullet and just moved my complete dash.
I think I heard something.
So we are getting closer, slowly but surely. Again, we'll just keep flash up top. That way, just in case something is seen, we can make a move. Our other guys, Cervantes, Grunt, and Puff, it's a slowly but surely type of deal.
Good copy, moving on target.
But that's for the best, so we can, not get anybody hurt. And that way, if we want to move somebody from the next mission, we can, or if we want to swap, we can. But that way, we're not playing behind the 8-ball, so to speak, and say, well, I have to run this rookie that doesn't have any idea, no perks or anything due to somebody having to miss 3 or 4 days. Again, as you can see, we are pretty much right in front of these aliens here. So we're going to stay behind our full cover with flash, do our overwatch. Everybody else, we're going to try to see if we can find any cover. That's the biggest thing. Just trying to find cover sometimes. I'm just like, my goodness.
Roger. I've got my eyes on.
Again, here we are. Stuck, not having anything. But we know that spot's open, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and rush. We know it's pretty much right on top of them. So,
affirmative, covering now.
Just in case somebody rushes down, we do have somebody with a weapon shooting at. Again, they're basically taunting us, saying, here we are, get us.
Will do.
Again, we're trying not to be too aggressive, just for the simple fact that aggression can get you killed here. Turn the camera for a moment because I wanted to see how everything.
Roger that. Here they come.
The uniform. And there we are. There's some thin men, which they are moving around as well. Here's our overwatch, and as you can see, so that at least takes care of half the problem. So now we have to decide about the rest. Our sniper, he's got a possible shot here, a pretty decent shot. Unfortunately, oh no, excuse me, he does actually wound him a little bit. I apologize. So as they're that close, we're just going to go back in there and run good old-fashioned run and gun. We'll just take this tree here, and I probably should have took another tile back, but we were right here. This is the last enemy. And as you can see, they actually
operational objectives completed.
But because he didn't lose any health, he actually will be perfectly fine, if I'm not mistaken. He won't lose anything. And that's that mission. We took care of it. Now we get to go through the excitement of knocking out all the between mission stuff. You're going to see that we salvaged a few things. You'll see a UFO computer and a power source, and we can sell those and get a little money. It's not much, but in the beginning here, you're pretty much every dollar is counted, so naturally you want to stretch it as far as possible. And as you can see, we've got ourselves a level up.
Especially considering the conditions down there.
Disarming shot is good for when you want to try to capture aliens, which we'll work on in a few missions. You actually shoot, and until they reload, then it'll count. You saw battle scanners, basically a big radar. You can throw 2 of them. Now this one's easy. You either get a rifle suppressor or you get to give 33% health back. I actually like the rifle suppressing because of the damage bonus, and it's with a assault rifle, so it's better. It's not as expensive. As you can see, Grunt got himself a nickname, and this is the biggest one. Lightning reflexes makes it to where when he runs, if somebody's in Overwatch, the first person will always miss him. So what he can do is he can just rush up there, and if only one person's overshotting, he automatically misses and he's there. So it's a good way, and plus it'll bail you out. You run in there and you get caught, it's a good bailout. And as you can see, we've got some damaged items, so we could sell those. As you can see, we've got a few places that are 4 out of 5, which we're not that worried about because we do have, you know, our satellites are being built. We've got enough money. Now, Mexico wants to build a satellite as well, and they're offering to give us money. So, you know, look at it this way: we build a satellite for a few dollars and we get $200 back. Well, you know, you always want to do those challenges because pretty much most of the time they're going to give you a ton of money.
The more I don't want to see.
So, you know, we're going to build our satellite.
Driven by the alien technology.
Now, the last thing we want is to tell the country no. And the good thing is you don't have to answer right away. You get like 20 days to answer. So we can get rid of, and since the council reports 23, then it's going to work out. Even though we're going to lose one, we'll still have one to take its place. As you can see, we've got a laser pistol, which does do a little more damage, and the laser assault rifle. And that's the biggest thing, is it's huge. Now, we're looking to, what are we going to level up, research next? We can do heavy lasers, precision lasers, and carapace armor. And we're going to do carapace armor because that's really how you have to get it to actually get the bigger ones. I want a laser rifle, and it's for Grunt, and the reason why is because it does a lot more damage, and it lets him put the shotgun down so he can actually move. He doesn't have to be so up close. In a perfect world, we'd actually buy 2, and we would give Cervantes 1 as well, with the medic or the support. We would give that to him, and actually we do buy 2, and I do buy a laser pistol. And the reason why is because I do want even more power for Flash with that pistol. You know, eventually we'll have 2 snipers and 2 support is generally how you do it. So we'll have, you know, we'll have some pistols and we'll have some laser rifles naturally. So here we are. We're just kind of going through,
additional workshop
and that's going to tell us that, you know, what we had built.
Engineers arrived this morning,
so you can
Commander.
see we got those
always
together.
Glad to have more help down here.
It gives us more engineers. So we're just kind of looking to see what else we can do. Easiest thing to do right now is to move up. We've got ourselves an alien abduction mission. So I'm going to go ahead and excavate because I want to get to those steam vents and give myself more power. That's what I'm running to get more power in that. It costs a little more, but it gives a lot more power. So naturally, nobody's hurt. So there's our guys. So we got to decide what are we going to do. And we're going to go here. We got to decide who we're going to pick. Canada only has 2. We've got Germany with 3. Now remember, the Great Britain's got 5, and Argentina only has 1. Even though I don't really care about getting a new assault player, it does keep Britain out of there, and Germany will decrease. So that's big. You know, the good news is you know, we got a satellite from Mexico, so that means we can shoot one up to Canada, and that before the end of the month, and that will actually make it where we finish it out and we'll get a bonus for it. So now we're changing the loadouts. We're going to give Flash the laser pistol. It makes him a little stronger. Then we're going to go here to Cervantes, give him a laser pistol, and we'll give, I mean a laser rifle, excuse me, and we're going to give Grunt the same thing. That way we can make him a little more dangerous. A little further range for Grunt for sure. So next up, what we're going to do is we're going to go rescue Germany. And that'll be next episode, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and hopefully keep on watching. That'll be our guys. Till we see each other again. Have a great one.